Brentford 0, Liverpool 2, Darwin Nunez with the heroics in injury time. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. Yesterday's video is going to be the not so instant match reaction to Liverpool's huge 2-0 victory over Brentford yesterday. Darwin Nunez stepped up off the bench to provide heroics in stoppage time with not just one goal, but two to help Liverpool towards an important and huge victory. A victory that was made even sweeter by the fact that later on that very evening, Arsenal dropped points against Aston Villa. Arsenal let a 2-goal lead slip. Villa got back to 2-2 and held on for a point at the Emirates against Mikel Arteta's side, meaning that Liverpool have officially stretched their lead over the Gunners to 6 points at the top of the table. We're going to be going over the performance. We're going to be looking back on the result and everything else in between, I'm sure. But before we go any further and discussing all of that, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section as well. Let me know your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it. That I'm sure will make for great and interesting reading. So please do use and abuse that comment section, people, and talk to me on the performance and the result of Liverpool Football Club yesterday and what it obviously means for the title race. All of that good stuff will make for great and interesting reading. So please do get involved. But without further ado, let's get on with the video, shall we? Let's talk Liverpool, let's talk performance, the result, and everything else in between. First and foremost, that was a sweet, sweet win. It looked like for a while it was going to be extremely frustrating. It looked like it was going to be an extremely annoying game. But in the end, Liverpool get the victory and they have Darwin Nunez, of all people, to thank for what was turning out to be a very annoying and frustrating afternoon indeed for Liverpool Football Club. Look, let me just make a few things perfectly clear. First and foremost, we knew it wasn't going to be an easy game coming into this. We knew it was never going to be easy. We knew that Brentford obviously had a fantastic home record this season. We knew that obviously we had to be at our best to beat them. We had to obviously break down what is a stubborn defence, and we obviously had to neutralise what is a very dangerous counter-attack, particularly when it's led by the likes of Brian Mbeumo and Yoane Wissa. But Liverpool yesterday were dominant. Liverpool yesterday were brilliant for the majority of the game. Yes, there were a few moments that Brentford had that maybe they should have took more advantage of, but in the end, Liverpool reduced them to very, very little and had the lion's share of possession as well as the better of the chances. And I think, I'm right in saying this, but I think Liverpool had the most amount of shots on goal yesterday by an away side in Premier League history. I think I am right in saying that. I could be wrong, but 37 shots for Liverpool is just insane. And we scored with the final 2 of them, courtesy of our Uruguayan striker, Darwin Nunez. Now, I've been very critical of Nunez over the course of the past several months or so. A lot of people also have been very critical of Nunez, and I think the criticism has been warranted. Not abuse, criticism. There is a fine line and a difference. Let's just put that out there straight away and first and foremost. He deserves some of the criticism he has been getting. But yesterday, when he came off the bench, and obviously when he grabs his 2 goals, that was insane, and that's more of the Darwin Nunez that we want to see. That we desperately want to see. That we do want to see. That we desperately want to see. Because we know he has this kind of thing in him. But he just doesn't show it on a regular basis. I've constantly praised his attitude. I've constantly praised his commitment. I have constantly praised his work rate. Those are things I can't take away from him. There are also other aspects of his game that I like. I like the fact he's chaotic. I like the fact that he can be a thorn in the side of any defence. I like the fact that he can get into some good positions. But the one thing I've always criticised him for, as have a lot of Liverpool fans, is the fact that he is not consistent enough. The fact that he's not he hasn't got the amount of concentration or composure needed for a clinical enough striker. And yesterday he proved he had it, because he takes those three opportunities, the 2 goals, shall we say. He takes them both extremely well, finishes them brilliantly, and of course gets Liverpool across the finish line. And the irony of yesterday being that Liverpool had all of these opportunities. Just the only thing that you could just say that Liverpool failed on yesterday was just their clinical nature up front. Salah missed opportunities, Gakpo missed opportunities, Diaz missed opportunities, and yet it took the least clinical attacker of the bunch in Darwin Nunez to just say, "Here, lads, I've got this. Let me take this from here." And then go and produce what he did. Absolutely brilliant. And the hope now is that obviously he goes on a run. He goes on a consistent vein of form. That's the hope. Obviously, I'm not going to turn my opinion of him around based purely off of one performance. He has to obviously do this consistently over a longer time period. I've seen false dawns before. When he obviously scored 2 goals when Liverpool were down to 10 men last season against Newcastle, I thought that may have been finally the arrival of Darwin Nunez on a consistent basis. He went for a bit of a purple patch. It didn't necessarily happen. Yesterday reminded me so much of us beating Nottingham Forest last season in the 99th minute from a Nunez winner, that, again, after that game in particular, a bit of a purple patch, dropped off again. I'm hoping this time he has a purple patch, but it's not just a patch. It's consistent. It's enough. And I'm not saying he has to score every single week. But what I am saying is he needs to contribute on a consistent basis. He needs to score not every single week, but on the majority of weeks. And if he's not scoring, he's at least providing for the team. He's at least making himself a nuisance. He's at least providing an assist or 2 here and there. He's at least providing a decent pass before the eventual assist, or something along those lines that really helps and benefits the team in the long run. So hopefully, because I don't want to ever give up on a player, but he's our record signing. He is our record signing. He has got all of this sort of ability that we need to see more of on a consistent basis, and he's not delivering. So hopefully this is the beginning for Darwin Nunez. I know it's taken a long time to get there, but hopefully that's the beginning. Do I think it actually will be? Like I say, I've seen too many false dawns for me to be convinced. Right now, I'm saying no, but I hope that I'm going to be proven wrong. I really do hope that, because his cameo appearance yesterday was brilliant. His 2 goals were well taken, and like I say, they were very important as well, because not only did they get Liverpool across the finish line, but as they proved later on that very day, Arsenal dropping points meant that they strengthened Liverpool's position at the top of the table. Important goals from a player who is desperately needing them. And hopefully that will give him the world of confidence, because you saw what it meant to him and you saw what it meant to his teammates as well. The celebrations during the goals, the celebrations at full time, it meant a great deal to those players as well. And they were so happy for him that, you know, hopefully it is the path that he needs to take towards being stronger, better, and more consistent in front of goal. That is the above all thing. Having consistency, having composure, and winning Liverpool games. Because Jota, I love the guy, but he can't exactly be reliable when it comes to fitness. Luis Diaz playing up front as the sort of false number 9 does work, but only against certain opposition. Didn't quite work yesterday. Again, like it didn't quite work against Forest in midweek. So Nunez needs to step up. Otherwise, like I say, give Jayden Danns an opportunity. Give Jayden Danns opportunities. But no, yesterday from Nunez was absolutely brilliant. And it was brilliant right the way across the pitch for the most part. There were a couple of poor to average performances here and there, but for the most part, Liverpool were brilliant. Like I say, Liverpool had the lion's share of possession. Liverpool were dominant, created the better of the opportunities. The only thing that let Liverpool down was their clinical edge in front of goal. That was the only thing that let them down. So for anybody that's out there saying that Liverpool were lucky to get the win, Liverpool left it late and were very fortunate to get the win, no, I would say that Liverpool deserved it. They just couldn't finish their chances. Individual performance-wise, like I say, Van Dijk, brilliant. Konate, brilliant. Alisson, fantastic. Made a few decent stops to obviously keep Liverpool in the game. Trent Alexander-Arnold, back to his best. Well, back to having one of his better performances for a long time, I'd say. Passing was on point. His defending, his covering was back to being brilliant again. And attacking-wise, he was a threat constantly. And he actually had a very good opportunity that just went wide of the post in the second half. It was very unfortunate not to have found the bottom corner with his long-range drive. But no, he had a fantastic game yesterday. In the midfield was strong. I thought Szoboszlai was brilliant. You can clearly tell we've missed him these past couple of weeks. I know again, he's another one that's come under a bit of scrutiny and a bit of criticism this season, but you kind of see what you lack when he's not there compared to when he is there. You don't necessarily see it when he's there, but when he's not there, you see a lot more. I thought he was very, very good, particularly in that first half, very good. And again, he was unfortunate as well because he had a long range shot that hit the crossbar. It was very unfortunate that it did. I want to see more of that from Szoboszlai. We know he's got an absolute rocket launcher of a right foot. I want to see that more. I want to see that more from him. So I want to see him take those kind of opportunities. And then up front, Gakpo didn't have a great game. Diaz was hit and miss. And Mohamed Salah had a very, very good game to say that he didn't record a goal or an assist. Many people will obviously point at that and go, well, he didn't record a goal or an assist, so what did he provide? He created like 7 or 8 really good opportunities yesterday. 7 or 8 really good opportunities that just weren't taken at all. So Salah did everything but score or an assist yesterday. And I like to see the people that obviously still don't rate him criticise him for that. Because people say, those are the kind of people that say, well, it's not just about scoring goals or creating assists. It's about what you do elsewhere. Well, elsewhere yesterday, Salah was brilliant. He just didn't record a goal and assist. So I wonder if they'll shift the goalpost for that particular argument there. But as much as the individual performances were great, I've got to say the substitutions yesterday really did turn the game on its head. We've already talked about one substitute in Darwin Nunez. Thought he was brilliant. But the other one that really caught my eye was Harvey Elliott. Harvey freaking Elliott. I love this guy and I want to see him more on the pitch. I want to see him being given more minutes, especially when you consider that when we come up against defences that are going to sit back, sit deep and go on then, try and break us down. I think Harvey Elliott is the key to unlocking those defences. He is arguably our most creative midfielder. He is someone who provides that little bit of uniqueness, that little bit of something special, in my opinion, that can be a bit of a game changer. I think we need to play this guy more often. I've said this for a while. I've constantly said that we need to play this guy more often. And hopefully yesterday, how the game went with the substitutions, how the past couple of games have actually gone with substitutions turning their games on their head, have told Arne Slot that he can trust this team. This team is reliable as a squad to get him through these kinds of important games. Because obviously the games are coming thick and fast. The importance of these games are turning up a few extra notches. And of course, we're going to need to rest certain players at certain times. Mo Salah probably isn't going to be playing all season. So when Federico Chiesa, for example, comes on yesterday and makes a fairly decent cameo appearance, given the amount of minutes that he had, hopefully that does imply and say to Slot, like, you can trust Chiesa to take Salah's place on that right wing in the future. You can trust Harvey Elliott to drop in because He plays at a very quick speed. He's got good feet. He's got good movement. He knows where the spaces are. He's got very good intelligence. And his vision, his creativity is very, very good, to say the least. Not only does he get the assist for the second goal yesterday, but his pass to make the first goal to help play through Trent Alexander-Arnold was very good as well. And a pass that I've not necessarily seen a lot of Liverpool players, particularly in that midfield, make. So hopefully we see a lot more of him going forward. Against Ipswich next week, for example, I would definitely play him in that midfield to break down an Ipswich side that we know are going to try and be solid defensively as a baseline to try and get something from the game, especially as they are away from home. So I would definitely play Harvey Elliott next week. I've been crying out for this since the beginning of the season. We need to play him more. I'm excited to see him play more and more in an Arnie Slot system. I want to see it more. I want to see him more on that pitch. I really, really do. And as I say, Nunez stepped up yesterday. Jota, not exactly the most reliable when it comes to fitness, but hopefully gets back to full fitness soon. And the only downside I will say, and I will somewhat slightly end it on a bit of a negative, admittedly, I should have maybe thought of this for a bit more, but left back. Whether it's Andy Robertson or Kostas Tsimikas, it seems that they are both as bad as each other, in my opinion. They're not great. They're not great. Robertson is better off. Is better defending wise. Tsimikas is better crossing wise, or from a dead ball. That needs to be sorted. And I will again reiterate my point that I made in the last video, the last reaction video that I did. If only there was a period of time, a window, if you like, in which Liverpool could go out with a lot of money, find a player that they like, negotiate with that club, and come to an agreement on buying that player. If only there was a period of time where that was possible, where clubs could go and strengthen their sides, sell the dead wood, or sell the players they don't want to use anymore, and buy in players that will strengthen their squad, improve their squad. If only there was a period of time where clubs could do that. Oh well, we live in obviously a hope time. Either that or there is that window of opportunity, but Liverpool just aren't playing in that particular game. Don't know why. But yes, left back is a bit of a problem for me. We're getting by right now with it, but at the same time, yeah, we definitely could use some improvement there. At like a big club, go to another club, take their left back. Go to a Bournemouth, buy that Kirkez. Go to a Fulham, buy Robinson. Go to a Wolves and buy an Aït-Nouri. There are left backs out there that could definitely improve Liverpool in that specific area. But whether or not we actually go and do it or not is another thing. It is what it is, even though my frustration is definitely growing in that specific area. But no, look, Liverpool win yesterday, and a massive win at that. Liverpool strengthened their position to 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League table, and they have Darwin Nunez's heroics in injury time to thank for being a difference maker on the day. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Absolutely love it. Liverpool, top of the table, flying high. Oh, it feels good. It feels very, very good. But of course, these are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of Liverpool's performance and result yesterday in a 2-0 victory over Brentford away from home yesterday? I'd love to know your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, that I'm sure will make for great and interesting reading. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new and want to see more content like this. Both things always and forever be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Thank you all for your continued or even brand new support to the channel. If you are brand new, welcome along. Nice to have you on this adventure and journey with us. And if you were brand new, your support has always been awesome and will never ever be taken for granted. So always will be appreciated, guys. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. So thank you all for supporting the channel and supporting myself. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video. I will see and speak with you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll speak to you all again very, very soon.